Hello and welcome to Full Send Broadcast Network, here tonight with the Folds of Honor Remember the Fallen 365 from virtual Talladega Super Speedway. Tonight I'm by myself here in the booth, but we are sure to have an exciting race here tonight with a little bit less than 5 minutes remaining in practice. Let's take a look at our pre-race info here. Presented by Folds of Honor. Talladega Super Speedway, 2.66 mile super speedway plate track, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 69 degrees track surface temperature, 9% humidity, clear skies with 2-mile-an-hour winds. They're going to be going 137 laps around this place with a 75% fuel load. Same fuel load as last night, so I'm expecting about 30 to 35 laps of fuel on a full fuel run. 2 fast repairs for these guys. Treacherous territory out here with lots of drivers. We have a full field tonight. So the payout has jumped up. We are racing for $1,500 going to first place, along with a Butt Kicker Gamer Plus unit being awarded to the winner, along with a brand new handbrake courtesy of Ford Entertainment Group and a 3D printed picture of their car crossing the line courtesy of Bearded Ox Designs. Second place is going to get $400, third $150, and a random draw for $100 going to a driver randomly at the conclusion of the event that crosses the finish line. Doesn't matter how many laps down or whatever, and as long as they're not in the top 3 finishing positions, some lucky driver will walk away with $100 in their pocket. It's going to be an exciting race out there tonight. If it's anything like it was last night, we only had, I believe, 4 cautions, and those were all mainly towards the end of the event, as the intensity started picking up and drivers started making very aggressive moves, looking for a similar thing tonight. Now, one main difference between last night and tonight, though, is tonight's race is uncapped, which means there's no I rating cap on this event. We have actually a Coca-Cola Pro Series driver in this event, as well as several Road to Pro drivers that are very, very good here tonight, racing for some big money. And I want to appreciate every one of y'all tuning in here tonight to watch this exciting race. Let's take a look at the leaderboard here on the speed charts and see how your favorite driver is doing. Top 10 going to be John Ellis with the fastest time around here so far in that 14 machine. In second, we got Josh Terrett Hill. Third, Matthew Baker. Fourth, Jason Maines. Fifth, Matt Lee. Sixth, Garrett Maines. Seventh, Kerry Whitaker. Eighth, Ricky Wittenberg. Ninth, Trevor Robertson. And rounding out the top 10 on the speed charts in the 84 machine is Josh Bittner. Now, if we go back to last night, for those of you tuning in again or missed last night's event, they raced for $700 last night, and it came down to a fender. 100th of a second was the difference between $700 and I believe it was $150. So it was definitely close, and the field disintegrated coming into turn 3 and out of 4. And it was just down to about 4 guys coming to the checkered flag. And it was an exciting one. I was out of breath watching the end of it. And I actually had to do a double take to find out who actually won at the line. It was that close. So looking for another exciting finish here tonight. A little bit less than 2 minutes to go in practice. These drivers are going to be duking it out here. Got a fantastic shot here of the start finish line. So every time we go green, we'll be going green from this camera angle here. And periodically throughout the race, we'll be popping in and out of this angle. And one of the main reasons we put this race on this week here was to raise money for Folds of Honor, helping put service members' families that have families of fallen service members and wounded service members to help put them through college, provide scholarships for them. And if you're looking to donate here tonight, we have a link down in the description of the video, and it will periodically pop up during the broadcast in the chat with a link that you can click on. It'll take you directly to the website to do a donation. Any donation is greatly appreciated. So far, we've raised $60 to Folds of Honor, and can't thank them enough for partnering with us to help get this thing off the ground and going. And a little bit of a sponsor shout out also. I'd like to give a shout out to Garza Law Firm, Babs Body Shop, Outline Paints, Bearded Ox Designs, Butt Kicker, Ford Entertainment Group PC, and HSR Money Series for helping us raise the funds for these payouts and get this thing with a full packed field here. All 40 drivers rocked and locked, cocked, ready to rock here. As the checkered flag flies on practice. Going to qualifying now. Lots of drivers already hitting pit road. Let's see who's going the fastest here to see. Looks like the 48 of Justin Hutchinson out there, the fastest right now. So it looks like he'll be the first to take his green flag. Lots of nice patriotic schemes out here tonight. We move around the fields to some drivers that are coming off of pit road to go green. There's Roger Pierce. One thing I want to note about this overlay here is some of these drivers are rocking a custom painted car. So the numbers on the overlay and the numbers on the car may not match up. It may trip me up a few times during the broadcast, but we will definitely try to stay on top of things here. Roger Pierce here, he's active duty in the Navy. See right there above and below his number on the door panels. That is his, I believe that's his rank on top and name at the bottom. There's Dave Mayberry taking the green flag for his qualifying lap. There's Stephen Langdon. That 30 machine on his first lap. Ron Morris Jr. rolling off a pit road here. Several drivers coming across the line now, so that overlay is going to constantly change here a lot. Kevin Croft currently in the top spot in that 12 machine with a 51.762. As Mike Adamson jumps to the top spot. That 51 machine piloted by Mike Adamson. Rocking the Wounded Warrior Project on there, and also the POW MIA colors. Timothy Pope goes to the top spot in that 728 machine with a 51.648. He was strong last night in the Remember the Fallen 250. He's the guy that came home second by a fender last night. There's Albert Anderson in the 2 machine. Loving these patriotic paint schemes on a lot of these machines. Andrew here, I'm not even going to attempt that last name because I know I will butcher it. Rocking an all black scheme. There's Kerry Whitaker in the 92. Looks like his qualifying is over. There's Jason Maines in the 38 machine. Currently sitting P5 with a 51.695. Garrett Maines goes to the top spot in that 39 machine. Matt Quick in the 89 goes to P3. There's the 99 of Rhett Tucker. Currently 32nd. Crosses the line. He improves any. He does. He jumps up to P17. There's Ron Morris Jr. in the 76. Coming across the line, P26. As the checkered flag flies on qualifying, looks like Garrett Maines is going to be your pole winner tonight as they begin to grid. Get that off the bottom of the screen there. As they begin to grid, let's take a look at our starting lineup here presented by Folds of Honor. On the pole, Garrett Maines in that 39 machine with a 51.61. Raymond Reitenauer in second. Third, Timothy Pope. Fourth, Matt Quick. Fifth, Albert Anderson. Sixth, Matt Lee. Seventh, Jason Maines. Eighth, Matthew Baker. Ninth is Mike Adamson. 10th, Jonathan Osborne. 11th, Roger Pierce. 12th, Tyler Green. 13th, Jeremiah Burke. 14th, Peyton Burkett. 15th, Stephen Langdon. 16th, Dustin Reilly. 17th is Rhett Tucker. 18th, Lance Taylor. 19th is Ricky Wittenberg. 20th, Dave Mayberry. 21st, John Ellis. 22nd, Dalton Fredericks. 23rd, Kevin Croft. 24th, Kerry Whitaker. And 25th, we got Josh Tarrant Hill. 26th, Ron Morris Jr. 27th is Nick Seipel. 28th, I'm going to attempt his last name, Andrew Agrongel. We'll just go with Andrew. 29th, William Mann Jr. 30th, Brett Vinson. 31st, Trevor Robertson. 32nd, Darius Sells. 33rd, Justin Hutchinson. 34th, Josh Bittner. 35th, Tillman Hewer. 36th is showing Christian Hill. He's actually our race control. 37th, Bill Mulfield. 38th, Chris Myers. 39th, Sean Powers. And 40th, Devin Bird. And that's your official starting lineup here tonight as they are about to be rolling off of pit road. There they go, rolling off the grid. Lights are out on the pace car, signaling we'll be going green this time by the front row. Garrett Maines, Raymond Reitenauer going to be taking the green flag first here to begin 137 green flag laps around this track for $1,500. It's going to be an exciting one. I can't wait to find out who the winner will be at the end of this thing. But it's sure to be exciting for sure. And for those of you in the chat, be sure to root on your favorite driver. I know a lot of these drivers go back through and read the comments. Makes them feel all warm and fuzzy inside seeing people cheering them on. And once again, I want to give a huge shout out to all of you tuning in tonight here on the Full Sim Broadcast Network, watching the Folds of Honor, Remember the Fallen 365 to celebrate Memorial Day. We always have to remember the fallen 365 days out of the year as the pace car pulls off the field in the hands of Garrett Maines, waiting to see that green flag fly. And I will go ahead and tell y'all that you may see your favorite driver showing out on the overlay, but that is because they are not loaded in on my screen, so the overlay will not show them active. But I'm assuring you that if they drop out, I will let you know. Green flag is out here at Talladega. As the field roars off down into turn 1 here. Two by two throughout the entire field. Last night, these guys only had 95% power to work with. Tonight, they have 100% power. If you're going to run with the big dogs, you got to be able to handle all the power. Garrett Maines a little low entering turn 3 onto the apron. Timothy Pope really on the back bumper of Garrett Maines right there, trying to get him clear of that high line. Loving these patriotic schemes. A lot of red, white, and blue throughout the field as they complete lap 1, now working their way down the back stretch on lap 2. These drivers are going at it, but still showing a lot of patience, a lot of single file already. But up here in the front, they're still trying to duke it out. Going to be a long night for a lot of these drivers. See this field come by full of song. Battling it out for the lead here. Door to door, give the edge to Raymond Reitnauer as they enter turn 3. 2 by 2 for 7 rows. While these guys are up here, let's go check on the back half of the field and see how they're doing back here. There you see all single file, just logging laps currently. A couple of drivers already losing the draft. There's Bill Mulfield. Go back up here to the front. This is where all the racing action is at right now. Everyone else is single file. Tyler Green having to duck it up way up high, possibly overheating issue, having to get some air through the grill of that machine. Be stuck out 3 wide on the extreme high lane, possibly ducking out because he doesn't like what he's seeing, or that car is running hot. We seen it last night. We had one driver blow up in the middle of the corner because he overheated and hand grenaded that engine in that machine, caused a huge stack up, and I believe it ultimately brought out a caution, with a few drivers actually making some contact and spinning after that. Still 2x2 for 5 rows here. That high line, though, looking like it's trying to form from further back. Now, one thing that these cars don't have is a lot of downforce. You see that rear spoiler on these machines. It's about a 3-inch spoiler, so there's not a whole lot of downforce holding the back of that car down. And when you have a lot of people tucking up right up against your back bumper or getting down on your quarter panel, it can make you have a very loose condition, make you want to spin out. So a lot of these drivers may have their hands full as they jockey for position, especially later in the running of this race. Oh, as Garrett Maines gets turned, oh, there's a wreck happening up front here. The field scattering. Oh my gosh, the whole field wadding up here. Lots of carnage as the yellow flag flies for the first time tonight on lap 7. That wreck started at the front. We're going to have to find out exactly what happened. So let's see if we can figure it out here as we go back to a replay. So it started with Garrett Maines. So there you see the contact happening right here up front. And that causes a car to shoot up to the top. I can't make out who that is. All of a sudden, everyone is just wadding it up. And as the rest of the field starts coming into the picture, they're just wadding them up even more. That whole track just wadded up. Holy cow. That is crazy. So let's go back and watch that one more time. We're going to pause this. We have a little bit of inside knowledge from someone saying to ride along from Josh Terrett Hill's point of view here. So let's check it out. Oh my gosh, the field seas just parted for him, looked like. Holy cow. That man there got through the thick of it and came out with only a few scratches. I could not believe that. Let's go back and take a look at that one more time. Let me find his camera angle again here. I find him here. Okay, so now we're looking at Josh Terrett Hill. That's that blue and white SD20 right there. Holy cow, he got lucky through a lot of that. Oh, heavy nose damage, actually. So green flag or pit stops have already happened here. Josh Terrett Hill actually looked like he might have stayed out with that damage. Possibly doesn't know he has that much damage on the nose of that machine. heavy, heavy damage on the nose of that SD20 right there. So your top 5 after stops here is the SD20 of Josh Terrett Hill, 728 of Timothy Pope, the 39 of Garrett Maines, the 4 of Bill Mulfield, and the 2 of Albert Anderson. That is your top 5 right now. Lots of torn up cars. I imagine a lot of fast repairs have already been used. As the lights are out on the pace car, signaling they're going green this time by, I'm really curious how that SD20 of Josh Terrett Hill is going to hold up leading the field with that nose of that car all pushed in. Lots of cars with a lot of damage here. Yeah, that was a huge moment early in this running here. Got to make you wonder. A lot of drivers already using one fast repair. So potentially could be a lot of drivers either just trying to fix their repair on pit road or use a fast repair and then go conservative for the rest of this event, as we're only on lap 10. Going to be going green to start lap 11. So far, our biggest mover of the race is that Ford machine of Bill Mulfield, up 33 positions since the drop of the green flag. Pace car peels way, making room for the field to go green here. Go back to our camera angle here for the green flag. Green flag is back out here at Talladega. Nice restart by the front 20, looks like. All nose to tail. No one giving an inch. We'll see here within a few laps if everyone tries to shuffle it down to the inside lane and run single file. There you see that inside line really actually having a lot of momentum with the nose of that SD20 all tore up. Easily clearing that outside line. As Garrett Maines goes to the outside line to pick up Timothy Pope to get around the SD20 of Josh Terrett Hill. These guys are already aggressively pushing. Outside lane with the momentum. Ooh, looks like Bill Mulfield tried to go to the inside there, but someone was there and he luckily checked up and yanked it back up. I think it put himself in the wall there, as he's going to drop back like a rock right now. Oh, a little bit of damage, maybe. Yeah, lots of drivers trying to get it down to that inside line to go single file. There you see the field. And once again, you see those drivers on the left hand of your screen. It says out next to their name. That is not accurate. They're just not loaded in my view right now where I can see them. So the overlay thinks they are out. So I just want to clarify that. So there's no confusion. You still have 39 cars on track. They come around to complete lap 13 to start lap 14 here. Majority of the field single file. They're trying to get it all worked out here. Really kind of a cluster on further back in the pack here. To get it all filed out, looks like. The 39 and 728 building a little bit of a gap over the SD20 there, but let's see if the SD20 has a little bit of a run here. And we could be seeing the start of maybe a little bit of a tandem draft. Something we did not see last night. Come around to complete lap 15 there. Still a long way to go in this event. 137 scheduled laps. I imagine a lot of these drivers now, after that big wreck, that's probably the biggest wreck in my broadcasting career that I've had witness of. It looked like almost every single car in the field was involved in that one. As a third line is forming. As soon as it forms, it dissipates. Still 2x2 up here, but a lot more space between the bumpers. Fantastic shot right here. A little bit of a bump off the bumper of Timothy Pope to Garrett Maines. Garrett Maines going up to block the high lane. Not sure why he would want to go up to the high lane, but hey, to each their own. Here comes that third lane up there. That looks like that's the 38 of Jason Maines and the 04 of Matt Lee. Making that extreme high lane work. Potentially that's why Garrett Maines went to that high lane. To possibly wait for his dad, Jason Maines, to get up close enough where he could come up to that extreme high lane and pick him up. Oh, as he picks up Matthew Baker and brings him down to the low line with him. Fantastic view here of the 3 wide. What do you say we do a little bit of a full send, fire it up, and let you hear these cars go around here at full song? And we're back from the Full Send Fire It Up here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. For those of you tuned in, we greatly appreciate it. You are tuned in to the Folds of Honor. Remember the Fallen 350, in part put on in part by Garza Law Firm, Butt Kicker, Babs Body Shop, Ford Entertainment Group PC, Bearded Ox Designs, Outline Paints, HSR Money Series, and of course, Folds of Honor. So right now, you got a dual. Oh, we got another wreck happening back here. Everyone's trying to scatter. Oh, they're starting to collect up now. Huge wreck again. That wreck was happening for about 3/4 of a mile, looked like. Believe. Let me go up here and look. I believe that was Jeremiah Burke there. So let's see if we can go back and find out what started that. So here we have, oh, okay. So the 65 and the 27 got together a little bit, shot them down onto the apron. but I don't think that's what started the wreck. Oh, there was an incident ahead of that, which sent Jeremiah Burke up sideways, giving it all he had to try to save it. He comes back down onto the apron, and at this point, you see how that car is pointed. He is trying to keep it out of the racing groove, but unfortunately hits that embankment. Oh, huge net code for the 31 of Darius Sales. But the 92 involved, the 911 involved. Oh, huge hit. The 911 actually goes airborne a little bit off the nose of the 29. Tough break for a lot of these drivers. We go back live here. Pit stops happening right now. All the field is coming down to get gas. In the chat, we have a question about posting the link to donate to Folds of Honor. The link is in the description of the video. You can click that link and it will take you to the website. And any donation is appreciated. And thank you for reaching out and asking about that. So we're back under the caution flag for the second time tonight on lap 26 of the scheduled 137 laps tonight. We're going to take this moment to do a little sponsor break presented by the Garza Law Firm.
The great thing about youth sports, they give young people an opportunity to participate in something that is going to broaden them as people.
I think it's very amazing that Garza Law Firm has made a commitment to help the youth kids with playing different sports.
Guys like Marcos Garza that put their time into being able to help these kids live out a dream. It's made me who I am today.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
And we're back from that sponsor break presented by the Garza Law Firm. Want to give a shout out to all of our other sponsors: Babs Body Shop, Garza Law Firm, Bearded Ox Designs, Outline Paints, Folds of Honor, Ford Entertainment Group PC, HSR Money Series, and Butt Kicker for helping us raise the funds and put up some awesome prizes for these drivers to run for tonight. So as the field runs under caution here, we have a question in the chat, and I highly encourage questions under caution. I'll be able to get to them while we're under the yellow flag. Question is, how do repairs work in these events? So in iRacing, you have the option to add what they call fast repairs into these drivers' pockets for when they start this race. So what they do is these drivers have two of them tonight. And there's a little, what they call a black box in the bottom right-hand corner when these guys are in the driver's seat running in the sim, where they can check it and uncheck it on whether or not they want to use it or not. And if they have any damage whatsoever, the car can be upside down, on fire, blown up. And as long as they can get it down pit road and they have that check to use a fast repair, if they have at least one left, it'll give them basically a brand new car to start with from scratch. So they have two of these in their back pocket to use, and a lot of these drivers have already used one from that initial caution on lap 7 that basically involved the entire field. But yeah, that is how these fast repairs work in this event. Good question. Lights are out on the pace car, getting ready to go green once again here. Front rows, the 39 of Garrett Maines and the 5 of Matthew Baker. As they work their way down the back stretch, you see the field trying to get sorted out here. as the field works their way out of turn 4. Getting ready to go green here, waiting for the pace car to pull off. There it goes, making that left-hand turn to go down pit road. The field securely in the hands of Garrett Maines and Matt Baker. Waiting for the green flag to fly here. Now this right here seems like it is the longest drive ever under pace speed after that pace car pulls away, because the start-finish line, unlike Daytona, is about 600 yards further into the front stretch there. Green flag is back out here at Talladega in the Folds of Honor. Remember the fallen 365. Brain wanted to have a conniption fit right there on that restart. Outside lane already kind of spacing out. A lot of these drivers wanting to ride along and just click laps off, but the field just wanting to run too wide here. A lot of good drivers left in this thing. Oh, and we have a donation here for Folds of Honor. Another $20 donation. That puts us up to $80 total raised here in the two-day event for Folds of Honor here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. And the message with it is Go Dalton, number 27. So that's cheering on Dalton Fredericks there, who's currently running P16. There's the 27 right there with the Mission 22 colors. First 6 rows, 2 by 2 here. Surprised this front group here hasn't just fallen in line to just run laps. No, that's what I would be thinking if I was in this thing trying to run for $1,500. You say we do a full lap there. I believe that's the 89 of Matt Quick. Let's ride along with him for a full lap. See what it looks like from his point of view. Very rough on that inside line right up against the double yellow line there. Very smooth wheel, staying off the back bumper of Garrett Maines. Trying to keep that car as cool as possible. Man, the sound of these cars are amazing. So right now, inside lane being led by Garrett Maines, outside lane being led by Matt Baker. As the field works their way out of turn 4, coming around to complete lap 32. To start lap 33 here. Had 2 cautions tonight. First caution at lap 7 was a massive one involving the majority of the field. I would have to say probably every bit of about 30 cars involved out of a 40-car field. And once again, I want to give a shout out, and we appreciate you here on behalf of Full Send Broadcast Network. For all of you tuning in tonight, question in the comments here asking if there's only 27 cars left. No, there's not. It's an issue with my PC not being able to load all 40 cars at once. I'll hide the overlay here for a second to go back and show you the back of the field. See, there's the 20 of Josh Terrett Hill. And go back a little bit more here. There's that second pack. Like it's being led by the 099 here of Sean Powers. And then here's the tail end of that lead pack. But yeah, it's due to my overlay and my computer not being able to load all the cars at one time. But yes, we still have all 39 cars still on the track. The field comes around to complete lap 35. Garrett Maines in solid command on the inside lane there. Oh, we got a car in the wall, wrecking back here. 1455 involved. That's going to lead to another incident up here as the caution flag flies for the third time. I tried getting around to show all the cars being involved as it happened. I know the 14 is the car that started it all. That looks like that's John Ellis. So let's go back and see if we can find out exactly what happened here. So there's the 14, that red and white machine on the high lane there. It looks like there was a bit of a checkup from the 81 and 29, which made the 14 take evasive action. Almost coming back down and collecting the 29. Luckily, no contact was made there. The 55 of Ricky Wittenberg, nowhere to go. Oh, tough break. Now, looks like that Jeremiah Burke that was involved in that. No, that's Timothy Pope involved. A little bit of contact on the nose of that machine as the field just comes to a rest right there. We go and try to find Timothy Pope here. It's like, oh, maybe it was Jeremiah Burke that was involved in that. Yeah, there's the 753. Tough break for the 14 of John Ellis being involved in that incident. With drivers coming onto pit road for their stops. But it looks like Garrett Maines is going to come off pit road as the leader still. We are under caution for the third time tonight. Oh, we have another donation from Anonymous here tonight. For $10, make that $90 raised so far. Thank you for the donations. We're getting them rolling in here tonight. Raising money for a great cause for Folds of Honor. If you're interested in donating, the link is in the chat. It will pop up periodically in there, and it is also in the description of the live broadcast. And we thank you for tuning in here tonight. As the field rolls around under caution, I want to give another shout out to our sponsors that put this on, help us get this rolling. Garza Law Firm, Babs Body Shop, Bearded Ox Designs, Outline Paints, HSR Money Series, Butt Kicker, and Ford Entertainment Group PC for helping us put together some fantastic prizes. Giving these drivers a lot to run for tonight. Now remember, they're running. The winner's going to get $1,500 cash tonight. Huge payday going into a 3-day weekend, possibly 4-day weekend for some of these guys. Second place is going to walk away with $400, and third is going to walk away with $150. And a random draw is going to happen at the conclusion of the race, and that is going to go to a random driver that crosses the finish line. Doesn't matter how many laps or what position, as long as they are not in the top 3 finishing positions. That driver's going to walk away with $100. So only 4 things getting paid out tonight, and we have 40 drivers in this race. So it's definitely going to come down to a shootout at the end of this thing. Don't be shy to cheer on your favorite drivers in the chat. I know these drivers, a lot of them go back and watch the broadcast and look at the live comments as they were made. And I know it makes them feel all warm and fuzzy inside knowing that their loved ones and friends are cheering them on, telling everyone about it. As the field rolls into turn 3 here, lights are out on the pace car. We're going green this time by. Front row, Garrett Maines, Matthew Baker. Second row, Matt Quick and Timothy Pope. Field stacked up, ready to go. Going back green on lap 40 here. A little bit less than 100 laps remaining in this race. Pace car peels off. Field in the hands of Garrett Maines now, waiting to see that green flag. Green flag is back out here at Talladega. They're hard on that skinny pedal, going up through the gears. As they go off into turn 1 here, Garrett Maines controlling the inside lane. Matt Baker controlling the outside lane. Oh, we got a car that was in the wall, looked like. field beginning to scatter around them, but I believe they made it through. A little bit of an interesting incident there. After every caution, I'm noticing these guys are getting a little bit more spread out. These cars can be a handful, especially at these plate races like this. As they come around to complete lap 41, Garrett Main's in control. Majority of the field trying to go single file here. Looks like we got a few drivers on pit road. Oh, as we got a car going towards the inside wall. That's the 35 of Brett Vinson. Getting loose there out of the tri-oval. A couple of good questions in the chat here. We'll get to them here. So the first question is, what does plate race mean compared to the other races? So in stock car racing, a plate race means that they as the 37 gets loose in the tri-oval, able to gather it back up, no harm, no foul. They at Talladega and Daytona, they put what they call restrictor plates on the car. And what that does is that restricts the airflow into the engine, which drops the power of the car down. So these specific cars, back when they used to run in real NASCAR, this is the original Generation 6 car when they first come out with it. These cars had over 900 horsepower, so it drops the horsepower down to, I would say, around probably 700 in these cars, and it keeps them well under 200 and I would say 210 miles an hour. But as far as because if they didn't have the restrictor plates, these cars would be going well over 240, I would imagine, 240 miles an hour. And then it just brings all the cars together, which creates a pack. And that's just the terminology used around is plate racing, plate track, or pack racing. And the second question in the chat is, do these guys have actual spotters or they are able to see around the car themselves? So I'll answer it with that second part of the question. No, they cannot see around the car themselves. They are locked into the driver's seat view. So the view that they have on their monitors right now is the view that you would have actually sitting in the car. As the 37 gets loose again and goes into the grass a little bit, able to gather it back up. Quick hands for the 37 there of Dustin Reilly. And as to the beginning part of the question, these guys either have a virtual spotter that lets them know if they're clear or not. Some guys download a few modifications to the sim that has a custom spotter for them, or they can actually have a real life spotter join in on them and actually spot them, be their crew chief, and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's very immersive sim racing. You can make it as little immersive as you want, or as much as immersive as you can imagine. There's guys that race at their kitchen table on a laptop, and then there's some guys that have fully built sim rigs that take up almost an entire bedroom or something, or office, that can be full motion, 3 monitors, just awesome setups. They can range anywhere from $400 for a setup to several $1,000s for a setup to do this sim racing. Good questions. This front pack still 2x2. Lots of hairy moments there, especially for the 37 of Dustin Greeley. That there's a bump right there on the inside line, right up against the double yellow line, that makes it kind of aggressive. If you hit it just right, it can really yank you around and try to make you loose coming through that tri-oval, where the car doesn't have a whole lot of weight to it. It's kind of light going through there due to the banking. That extreme high line forming up there, we got 3 cars in it, taking it 3 wide, but looking like they're actually able to make some moves up there. Working on lap 49, the scheduled 137 laps. Now, if the caution comes out before they take the white flag here tonight, we have 3 attempts at a green, white, checkered finish. So they'll take the green flag if it comes down to that. They'll come around, take the green flag. The next flag will be the white flag, and then the next flag will end it with the checkered flag. They'll have 3 attempts at that. If they cannot make it happen in the scheduled 137 laps, they will add a couple laps at a time until we can get it done to find out who our winner of $1,500 is tonight. We're back down to 2 lanes here. Inside lane being led by Garrett Maines. Outside lane still being led by Matt Baker. Now we have some drivers up here we haven't seen up there in a while. Jason Maines is there. Matt Lee in the 04. Roger Pierce in the top 10 now up there in that 29 machine. So the field kind of calming down a little bit. Oh, we have a lap car coming up here. Lap car is going to stay to the extreme high lane, not cause any issues. That looks like the 75. I believe that is... Oh, maybe that's the 76 of Ron Morris Jr., possibly? Working on lap 53 now. We're still 2 by 2 for the first 4 rows, nose to tail. Then a few more cars still running that high lane a little bit further back. Led by the 37 of Dustin Reilly back there on the high lane in that second group of high lane. As it looks like the majority of the field may be trying to go single file here. As they're nearing the halfway point here at lap 68, at the completion of lap 68. That high lane not wanting to give up. As the 38 of Jason Maines trying to get up there and take the lead from Matt Baker after Matt Baker got in front of Garrett Maines and dropped down in front of him. Oh, the 728, Timothy Pope. It's a little bit loose on that low line on that bump. Oh, potentially a 3-wide situation there. They resolve it. Roger Pierce having to duck out of line. Possibly trying to get a little bit of cool air on the nose of that machine. These cars are very temperature sensitive. They start getting too hot, they will blow up. They're going by the lap car now of Jeremiah Burke. A lot of good car control going on here tonight. As Matt Lee drops down in front of Jason Maines. That's going to lead the 51 of Mike Adamson leading that outside charge. Oh, as the 51 gets shuffled up to the high line there. I believe that's the 28 of Andrew running that middle lane in that all-black car. 3 wide back there, getting hairy. Andrew in the 28, that all black machine right there, trying to take that forward to the top spot. With the 99 of Rhett Tucker pushing him. Andrew up 26 spots from the drop of the green flag here tonight. Rhett Tucker up 13 spots. You'd think these guys are running for the checkered flag right now with that outside line with the way it's forming. Lots of jockeying for position here. Once again, I want to thank all of you tuning in here tonight to the Full Send Broadcast Network. Tuned in to the Folds of Honor. Remember the Fallen 365 raising money for Folds of Honor. And if you're interested in helping raise money for them, we have a donation link in the description of the channel of the broadcast here tonight. And also, it is periodically popping up in the chat. You just click that link. It'll take you to the website to make the donation. Any donation helps to help support family members of fallen and wounded service members get scholarships to get a little bit of their college tuition paid for. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors that help us get this off the ground and running. Garza Law Firm, Babs Body Shop, Bearded Ox Designs, Outline Paints, Ford Entertainment Group PC, Butt Kicker, HSR Money Series, and Folds of Honor. That high lane evaporating now. Most everyone going down to the low line, jumping in line to ride this thing out, as they are probably getting somewhat in the range of pit windows here. Question in the chat: how often do they have to pit gas-wise? I believe this is going to be the longest green flag run that we have seen so far. And I want to say they could probably make it about 30 to 35 laps on a full full tank of fuel. Let's ride along with the 37 there of Dustin Reilly for about a lap and see what it looks like from his point of view. Question in the chat asking about Barry Mahogner, what position he is in. I'm gonna go with a shot in the dark here. Are you talking about the 28 machine of Andrew? Because I don't see a Barry in here. Oh, green flag stops happening right now. Some drivers locking it up. Oh, as we have a wreck on the entrance of pit road. Tough break for some of these drivers here. Darius Sells involved. Dalton Fredericks. Trevor Robertson involved as well. Tough break. So as green flag stops are underway here. Here comes another batch of drivers coming down pit road. Looks like this group of drivers is going to make it in pretty safe and secure. Lots of pit road penalties going on right now, or fixing damage, one or the other. We got 4 cars who have yet pit from that lead pack. That's the 89 of Matt Quick, the 28 of Andrew, the 87 of Raymond Rotnor, and the 99 of Rhett Tucker. Here comes, looks like a few more drivers coming down here. Looks like Andrew and Rhett Tucker are coming down pit road, along with the SD20 and the 14. So these two drivers here, Matt Quick and Raymond Rotnor, are still out there. Last two cars who have yet to pit. Expecting them to come down this time by. It's going to be interesting to see. So here's Garrett Maines in 5th place right now. Going to be making a couple of passes here. Oh, as the two leaders, both are going to have penalties here coming onto pit road. That's Raymond Rotnor in the 87 and Matt Quick in the 89. Both are going to have penalties there for missing the entrance of pit road. Tough break for those drivers, as it is getting a little bit interesting now to see the gap. My overlay is going a little bit hectic right now. Showing a few drivers out up towards the top. That is not the case. It's sorting itself out right now. There it goes. So let's put up the gap interval here and show you the differences between the groups now since we have had our first green flag stop. So right now, 15th through 26th are in extreme danger right now. That's that huge pack that you see right here that's not too far in front of the leaders here. So if I were these guys, I would want to get it lined out pretty quickly and try to run away from the leader. As now we have this pack starting to form up here. That little second group has caught the main two now, the front two now. Got a line of about 8 cars. Looks like we had about maybe 9 or 10 cars that did not have a pit road penalty that time by. Interesting development here. I know a lot of these guys, especially in that big pack just up ahead, you know, they are begging for a caution right now. So there's the lead pack catching up to that big group now. We'll be putting a lot of drivers one lap down. But it's going to be interesting to see, is Garrett Maines and that lead pack going to push the issue with 3 wide in front of them? Oh, lost the pack there for a second. Trying to click the right group here. So Garrett Maines in that lead pack is going to push the issue here. Oh, there's a wreck breaking out in the middle of it. They're wadding them up. Holy cow, right as the lead pack was going through it. Interesting development here. So let's go back and take a look and see if we can figure out what happened here. So there you see the lead pack. That's that blue 39 machine right there coming in. For some reason them cars disappeared on the replay. So okay, there they go. They come back in. So the SD20 goes high. The 22. 35 comes up and just doors the 22. That is weird. I don't know why the 35 would come up like that. The 35 of Brett Vinson causing a chain reaction, and some leaders are involved in that. It'd be interesting to see if the field dwindles after this due to damage on their cars. 21 of Kevin Croft had it locked up trying to avoid it and still slid right into it. Or sorry, that's the 21 of Tillman Hewer. Go back live here as we're under a caution flag on lap 71. Field trying to catch the pace car here. As all the leaders come down pit road. Interesting development with a lot of these cars being a lap down now. That may have knocked a lot of drivers out of this running tonight. So right now, as it stands, Albert Anderson in the 2 is going to be your leader. And second is the 04 of Matt Lee. Third, Jason Maines in the 38. In fourth, Garrett Maines in the 39. Fifth, Matt Baker. Once again, while we're under caution, we're going to do a short sponsor break to give thanks to Garza Law Firm for stepping up and helping us get quite a bit of money raised for payouts for these races the past 2 nights.
The great thing about youth sports, they give young people an opportunity to participate in something that is going to broaden them as people.
I think it's very amazing that Garza Law Firm has made a commitment to help the youth kids with playing different sports.
Guys like Marcos Garza that put their time into being able to help these kids live out a dream. It's made me who I am today.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
And we're back here at virtual Talladega Superspeedway. Here on Full Send Broadcast Network, you're watching the Folds of Honor. Remember the Fallen 365, a charity race putting on a great show here tonight, raising money for Folds of Honor. If you're interested in donating, hit that link down in the description or hit the link in the chat there. And it will take you to a secure website to make a donation. Any size is just fine. To help raise money for the families of fallen service members and wounded service members to help them get scholarships to go to college. They've partnered with us for this 2-race event. Huge shout out to them. Love that foundation and what they stand for. and to also help us celebrate this Memorial Day to remember our fallen across this country. As the lights are out on the pace car, the field's stacking back up, getting ready to go green once again. So it looks like we lost a few drivers under that caution. As of right now, we could possibly have maybe 32 cars left on track. Let's see if we can take a look here. So we have more cars back here. And I promise you, on behalf of Full Sim Broadcast Network, we are definitely saving up to upgrade our PC so we can actually see all the cars at one time. It looks like we still have 38 cars at the running of this race right now. So we only have one car that has parked it. Pace car peels away. Green flag in hand, ready to go. Albert Anderson in control here. Green flag is back out here at Talladega. Albert Anderson with no help behind him there on the inside line. Jason Main's going to pull up on the back bumper of Anderson. Start to help him out to make that inside line start moving forward. Oh, is Albert Anderson getting abandoned by Jason Maines, jumping up to the high line. It's going to stack up that inside line pretty good right there. As you have Garrett Maines, Jason Maines, Matt Lee, Matt Baker, all on the outside line. And don't look now. The 15 of Devin Bird up there, second in the high lane right now, behind the 5 of Matt Baker. Up 33 positions since the drop of the green flag tonight. We've seen this time and time again, the inside line getting dominant. A lot of people dropping down into it, trying to ride around and log laps. Oh, as the 36 of Tyler Green gets loose in the tri-oval there. Two by two for the lead up here once again. Matt Lee, with the help of Matt Baker, trying to make some moves here to take back the lead. Field working on lap 77 now of the scheduled 137 laps. Drivers not showing a whole lot of patience, wanting to ride along to the end to start making moves. These guys want to get up here, get on the TV, and go for that $1,500 early. And this thing is weird. Not too far past halfway here. And around this time, as the laps do start clicking away, you will notice that the intensity ramps up little by little each lap. Oh, we got a car. Devin Bird. Oh, Devin Bird into the catch fence. Whole field wadding up again. Holy cow. Two big ones in one knot. Oh, this is going to kill the field here. Tough break for a lot of the field due to a mistake. Devin Bird looked like he thought he was clear, went to go down, and in fact was not clear, tried to correct it, and ended up losing it. So let's find Devin Bird here. He is on pit road now, trying to find the yellow flag here. Here it is. So we're looking at the 15 here. He's that multicolored car, third in line on the high lane. So I'm going to slow it down right here. See him come down. Oh, it actually looked like he might have been loose. As that car come around, cars just started piling in there, and he went airborne off the hood of the 14 into the catch fence. And the field just wadding up from there. Tough break for a lot of these drivers. Let's ride along with the 92. On the 92 here. Let's actually ride along with the 22. I couldn't find the 92. Ride along with him for this caution. See what it looked like from his point of view. And you'll see how quick this accident happens. You hear, oh, as he blinked right there. Oh, and is at that point he was already involved in it. Tough break. Right along with the 37 of Dustin Reilly for this. He was directly behind Devin Bird at the moment. Oh, wow. Oh, hard hit for Dustin Reilly. Holy cow. So let's ride along with Devin Bird on the onboard camera and see if we can figure out exactly what happened. Looks like he just got loose into the catch fence and ultimately forced to pit road. Tough break. A lot of these. So as we're back live now, A lot of drivers potentially out of this thing now. A lot of these drivers only had 2 fast repair, or everyone only had 2 fast repairs when this thing started. And that's 2 big wrecks right there. One thing about these cars is as soon as one car gets turned, and it is kind of weird too. You never really see, typically when you see cautions at these restrictor plate tracks, they typically come from the back of the field until the very end of the race, then they may come from the front. But it seems like every accident here tonight has come from the back of from the front of the pack within the first 2 or 3 rows. So right now, your top 5: Jonathan Osborne, Roger Pierce, Matt Lee, Albert Anderson, and Garrett Maines. Getting ready to go green here once again. Waiting for the pace car to pull off here and put the field in Osborne and Pierce's hands. Second row is going to be Matt Lee and Albert Anderson. Pace car makes that hard left turn going down pit road. Their way through the tri-oval. Green flag is back out here again at Talladega. In the folds of honor, remember the fallen 365. Racing for $1,500 here tonight, along with other great prizes to the top 3. Roger Pierce leading that high lane. Jonathan Osborne in the low lane. We already got a car shoved down to the apron. Looks like he's going to make it back up in time before the corner. That high lane disintegrated very quickly on this restart. I would have to say, if these drivers were not racing patiently before, you gotta think they're racing patiently now. No, they're not, as the 04 Matt Lee is gonna go to the high lane, dragging Maines and Baker with him. And matter of fact, yeah, and they just drop back down in front of Roger Pierce there. Roger Pierce going to the outside, starting a side draft by himself, trying to pull Matt Baker back away from the 39 of Garrett Maines. Looks like it's working successfully as well. He is hanging with his own up there. Here comes Jason Maines to help. Oh, we got a car going through the grass. 99 of Sean Powers able to collect it. He's got room to get up on the track. There he goes. High line starting to form a little bit. Starting to see a pattern here of some drivers that are working together strongly. and then the rest of the field, basically. I mean, I've seen both the mains guys, Baker and I believe who was it? There was another driver, I thought. Maybe that was it. Those four working together. As Roger Pierce goes to the top spot, bringing Jason Maines with him, dropping down to the inside lane, leaving Jonathan Osborne out to dry. Here comes Josh Bittner on the high lane to try to pick up Osborne, along with Timothy Pope. Osborne about to get freight trained here. So up front, it's the 29 of Roger Pierce. Leading this thing out front on the inside lane. There's a little bit of a middle lane trying to form here. One car in the extreme high lane, but he's going to get freight trained back there. Oh, as we got a lap car decided to go up high last minute. The field kind of panicking to get by for a moment. That was almost catastrophe for the entire field. I love that shot right there. These cars sound amazing. Screaming around here at 200 miles an hour. So let's pull up the dashboard information of Matt Lee in the 04. See what kind of speeds he's running. Jumping around a little bit. Looks like it's hovering around mid 190s on the corner. See what it is down the straightaway here into the tri-oval. Looks like 205 potentially into the tri-oval. 203 entering turn one. These guys are scooting around here. Going to do a little bit of a full send, fire it up one more time. And let you hear these cars go around this track at full song at 200 miles an hour. And we're back. Outside line starting to form right there. You seen it right after we went under full send, fired up. A little bit of a issue with the high lane. Driver getting loose coming down. Looked like he might have doored the 04 of, I believe that was Matt Lee getting doored and shoved down to the apron in the middle of the corner. Able to collect it, but you've seen the field scattering, and it broke the field up for about a lap or two. And now they're starting to catch back up and get rolling again here as we're approaching the 100 lap mark. We're getting down into the pay window tonight. A little bit of damage on that 99 machine of Rhett Tucker on the right front. It does not seem to be hindering that machine at all, leading the outside line. Outside line starting to lose a little bit of momentum as the inside starts to get a little more organized. Roger Pierce in the 29 machine still leading this thing. Jason Maines poking his nose out, going up to the high lane. Oh, he's going to get freight trained in the middle here. Looked like he was trying to get a little bit of clean air on the nose of that machine to try to cool it off. And now he's getting split, going back quick. Oh, as they're coming up on a lap car, they're going to go 4 wide here. Oh, look like, who is that? Trying to find out who that was that got trapped behind that car. Potentially. Oh, as the 99 goes for a trip through the grass once again. He's going to collect it. Looks like that car might have been the 31 of Darius Sales was the car that got trapped behind the lap car, had nowhere to go and had to slam on the brakes. Looks like he might have lost enough momentum to potentially lose the lead pack. Go back up here. Third line was trying to form there, looked like. Or actually, that's a lap car that they just went by. 2 cars left on that high lane. Roger Pierce with the help of Tyler Green, 1-2 right now. Albert Anderson and Jonathan Osborne, that's your 4 in the top 4 on the inside lane. Outside lane is going to be the 99 of Rhett Tucker. And I believe the 28 of Andrew in that all-black Ford machine right there. Them 2 cars, the 99 and the 28, are actually able to keep up with all those cars that are in line, but they're staying really organized, nose to tail. Got to make you wonder if that, if Andrew there in the 28 machine may be trying to get a little hot, because he gets right up on the back bumper of the 99, gets a good run, and then he has to slow it back down to let it cool off a little bit. Oh, almost contact. Tyler Green coming up out of turn 2. Possibly got a little tight or loose trying to chase it. 3 cars alone on the high lane here. Everyone else is single file. Tyler Green with a little bit of a blink. Looking for the 99 of Rhett Tucker to tuck in line there. Finds a hole. That's going to leave, I believe that's the 099 of Sean Powers out by himself on the high lane. No help whatsoever. He's going to go to the back quick. So it looks like we're in the portion of this race where the drivers are just wanting to log laps. Try to make it to the end before they start making moves. Here comes the 099 by himself with a huge run. Where did that run come from? He's going to lead this lap. Wow. As now he's going to get freight train as a lap car up there. Oh, contact. Oh, Albert Anderson gets hit. They're wrecking behind him once again. Oh, hard hit for the 28. Oh, as the caution flag flies once again here due to the lap car. Oh, this is huge implications. Let's go back and take a look. That's the 28 of Andrew. That all black machine right there. So there you see them coming up on the lap car. They're 3 wide. There's room for 4 wide here. They try to squeeze in there. The 30 was holding his line, but there was just really not enough room. The 30 actually would look like he might have been coming down a little bit, which turned 28 down and collected the 2 of Anderson, the 81 of Osborne involved. Holy cow. The 38 of Jason Maines was sideways, but he's able to collect it. Timothy Pope, hard hit into the 28, along with, I believe that's the 89 of Matt Quick, hard into him. 37 of Dustin Reilly, nowhere to go, just gets clipped in the quarter panel and sent backwards up into the wall. Tough break for these drivers. Tough break. Let's actually ride along with 37 of Dustin Reilly through this. Just show you how quick things happen here. He was up high minding his own business when this wreck started happening. There you see it happening in front of him. He goes high, avoids that car, and then just gets clipped. Nothing he could do. Did everything in his power to avoid it and still ultimately got involved. We're back live now. All the cars coming down pit road to get their machines serviced. Oh, are we seeing left sides only for Garrett Maines, looks like? You see the cars coming off the pit road after getting serviced. Some of these drivers might have saved a fast repair for the end here. Looks like Rhett Tucker wins the race off of pit road in that 99 machine. Albert Anderson second, Garrett Maines third, Jason Maines fourth, fifth, Raymond Rotnor in the 87 machine. Roger Pierce is in sixth. Matt Quick, 7th. Matthew Baker, 8th. Tyler Green, 9th. And William Mann Jr. in 10th. Going to take a short break here while they're under caution. We'll be back for the green flag here at virtual Talladega Superspeedway. Pace car getting ready to turn left, go down pit road. There it goes. Field in the hands of Rhett Tucker and Garrett Maines. Longest stretch in iRacing history right here, coming to the green. Green flag is back out here at Talladega in the Folds of Honor. Remember the Fallen 365. Rhett Tucker with a good start there. Got a Maines to his outside and the Maines behind him pushing. We are on lap 104 of 137. The intensity is about to get insane here. I imagine a lot of these drivers are going to be able to make it to the end from here. If not, it will be extremely close. But I am sure we will see another caution flag here tonight with how these guys are going to be throwing haymakers trying to get to the front of this race. There you've seen Dustin Reilly coming off pit road after getting that machine serviced and repaired. Garrett Maines with a huge run off the bumper of Raymond Ratnor to the lead here on the high lane. Tyler Green third in line up there on the high side. On the inside is Rhett Tucker and Jason Maines. As Jason Maines jumps up to the high lane, now they're going to lead the high lane with Jason Maines as Garrett Maines takes Ratnor and Green with him down to the inside in front of Tucker. High lane lost a lot of momentum, but these top three are stretching it out maybe a little too far ahead of the field. Potentially going to have a huge run coming up on those top three here. Coming up on a lap car now. Looks like I'm trying to place that car there. Looks like the 22 of Trevor Robertson potentially in danger of going a lap down here very quickly. He's going to stay to the extreme high side as the field's going to roar by him to complete lap 106 to start 107. These guys are getting ready to start duking it out. We are well within the pay window now, especially once we get to 10 to go at lap 127. You're going to see them start throwing the haymakers, the blocks, the huge runs, the huge bumps, everything you can imagine, all in the goal of winning the grand prize of $1,500, a new butt kicker unit courtesy of Butt Kicker, and a handbrake courtesy of Ford Entertainment Group PC, and a 3D printed picture of their car crossing the start finish line, taking the checkered flag. Jason Maines duking it out with his son Garrett Maines, one leading the low line, one leading the high line. Jason Maines with the advantage right now on the high lane. Not clear of Garrett Maines though. Roger Pierce elects to drop down to the inside lane, abandon the high side. Now you have Jason Maines, Matt Baker, and Timothy Pope on the outside. Everyone else is on the inside lane. Under 30 laps to go here tonight. The Mains duo leading the field here. One on the high side, one on the low side. For those of you in the chat, give me your best prediction so far as to how this race will end. Who do you think is going to victory lane? Oh, they're wrecking behind them. The 31 sideways of Darius Sales as the yellow flag is going to fly here on lap 111. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened here. There's the 31 of Darius Sales on the high lane in that red, white, and blue Lowe's machine. Oh, a little bit of net code, actually. Cars never even touched, but the simulation said that they did. That happens from time to time in iRacing. It's unfortunate, especially in these big money races like this. Very unfortunate. As the field begins to come around and catch up to the pace car. Jason Maines leading this thing as they approach the pace car between turns 3 and 4. By the time we go back green, we'll be going green at about lap 114, 115 of the scheduled 137 laps tonight. We have 3 attempts at a green, white, checkered for the big money to be brought home by one of these drivers. Last night, the finish was 1/100th of a second. And to put it in perspective on how close that is a fender. As the field comes down pit road to top off with fuel, they're good to make it to the checkered flag from here on fuel, I would imagine. Looks like Garrett Maines wins the race off of pit road. He'll be taking them to the green flag with his dad, Jason Maines, leading the outside lane when they come back to green. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back before we go green flag racing. And we're back. Question in the chat, how many drivers are a lap down? So we have it pulled up right now. We have 25 cars on the lead lap right now. Much appreciated for the compliments there in the chat. We do our best to try to get things rocking and rolling here on the Full Send Motorsports side of things. And to each and every one of you tuned in tonight, we greatly appreciate it. You're tuned in to the Folds of Honor. Remember the Fallen 365. As the pace car peels off, we're going green on lap 115. 18 laps to go here tonight. Green flag is back out here. They're hard on that skinny pedal, trying to get up through the gears here. Takes these cars almost a full lap to get up to speed. The Mains duo leading each line right here. Door to door for 5 rows, looks like. As they work their way down the backstretch, door to door, high side, filling up with cars pretty often now. They're trying to get organized to get a run here. We're not going to see any more single file racing. It's all going to be 2x2, possibly 3 wide. I imagine in the last 10 laps of this event, it will be door to door, 3, maybe 4 wide, trying to go for the money here. You got Jason Maines being pushed by Matt Baker. Garrett Maines on the inside being pushed by Raymond Reitnor. Inside line falling apart right now. '29 of William Mann Jr. coming up through the field here. He is up to third in line on the inside there. He is up 23 spots since the drop of the green flag tonight. We are now within 20 laps to go here tonight. Question in the chat asking, does the first car 1 lap down get a free pass on the yellow flag? Yes, they do, but there's a couple stipulations. They cannot have any contact after the caution, and they cannot be a part of the caution. As you see the field going 3 wide here, the 29 of William Mann Jr. Got a little tight, looked like, slid up and almost made contact, and that's kind of spread the field apart here. They're scattering, trying to find the line that's going to move them past this congestion here. There's still 3 wide back here. trying to get it sorted out and figure out where they got to go to make it happen. A little bit of shuffling going on a little further back. Let's put up William Mann Jr.'s dashboard to see the speeds that they are running right now as they come down the backstretch. Blips of over 200 miles an hour. We got a car that's off the track coming back up. That's going to force them 3 wide again right there. Contact made. They're wadding them up back here. The 99 around of Rhett Tucker, the 36 of Tyler Green involved. Oh, the 18 slams the 99 as he comes back up the track. Hard hits for a lot of these drivers. Holy cow. So let's try to figure out what happened here. We have another caution coming out on lap 121. So there's the 99 of Rhett Tucker. You see the, I believe that's the 36 possibly, or the 86. They make a little contact right there, and it just, oh, tough break. Not enough real estate, and then 18 just comes in. Oh, hard hit. Hard hit. Possibly ending the night for Rhett Tucker. As the field comes back to the mercy of the pace car. Question is, how do you play it from here? So while we're under caution, we're going to take a short break and we will be back before we go green. Got to give the voice a rest doing this 2 nights in a row, causing a little bit of strain at this point. So we'll be back here shortly. And we're back as the pace car pulls off the field, laying in the hands of the Mains duo. When we go back green, we'll be going green with, I believe, 13 laps to go tonight for the money. Green flag is back out here at Talladega. We're racing the main window. These drivers are not going to be giving a single inch now. We are within 12 laps, I think it is, if my math is correct. The bump drafting has started. These guys are denting each other's back bumpers. This is where you're going to start seeing the aggressive blocks, the aggressive moves, just like that right there with the 04 of Matt Lee. It's coming down to the final few laps here as they head off into turn one, door to door. Outside line, trying to make something happen here. I'm waiting to see if anybody's going to jump up into that high lane and try to make it work even more. The more cars you have, the more ability you have to make it up there. 87 with a little bit of a bobble. That's Raymond Reitnauer. Here comes the 29 of Roger Pierce, catching up on that high line, trying to make some money moves here. There's the SD20 also back in the mix from being a lap down earlier in 8th place. That's Josh Tarrant Hill. Sean Powers back up there as well after having an incident going through the grass earlier in this event. Does anyone have anything for these mains boys up here that have been dominating tonight's race? We have some cars in the wall further back, but it looks like they're going to keep it straight here. That high lane getting nice and formed up now. A lot of drivers door to door here as they are coming through turns 3 and 4. Soon we'll start seeing the 3 wide, I imagine. But we probably won't see that for another few laps, probably for the last 5 laps. I would imagine it's all gung-ho from there. As they come across the line, 10 laps to go here tonight. In the Folds of Honor, remember the Fallen 365. A lot of drivers still have an opportunity to win this thing. It is not over until the checkered flag flies. Here goes Roger Pierce to the high side, making a move by himself. Seeing what he has on the extreme high line, he's going to fit back in there in front of Jonathan Osborne. No move to be made yet there. 3 wide, Timothy Pope almost gets turned. The 29 of William Mann Jr. had to check up. That's going to break up the momentum of that outside line. There goes Matt Lee to the outside, almost gets turned off the nose of Timothy Pope. Oh, there's contact, the 099, and the 29 made contact. He's going to come back up on the track, and they're wrecking behind him. Car on their nose. That's the 75 look like. A lot of cars involved. Jonathan Osborne involved. The 51 of Mike Adamson involved. Holy cow. We're going back under the yellow flag here. Let's see if we can find out what happened. So here we see the incident happening right around here. Okay, so there we see the contact with the 99 and 29. So we're looking right back here around Jonathan Osborne. So there you see the 099 coming back up on the track. Oh, the 51 comes up, or no, that's the 12 of Dave Mayberry. No, that is the 51, yeah. 89 gets involved, the 75, nowhere to go. 12 of Mayberry hits the 35. Tough break for a lot of these drivers that were involved in that incident there. As we go back live, that's probably going to end their chances for the big money here. So right now we're on lap 130. So now we will be looking at possibly going back green on lap 132 with about 5 laps to go in this race tonight to make it official for the big money, $1,500. We're going to take a short break to rest my voice, and we will be back before we go green flag racing.
The great thing about youth sports, they give young people an opportunity to participate in something that is going to broaden them as people.
I think it's very amazing that Garza Law Firm has made a commitment to help the youth kids with playing different sports.
Guys like Marcos Garza that put their time into being able to help these kids live out a dream. It's made me who I am today.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
And we're back here on Full Send Broadcast Network, nearing the conclusion of the Folds of Honor Remember the Fallen 365. We're going to be going green on lap 133 with 5 laps remaining here tonight. It's going to be a shootout. Does anyone have anything for the mains duo who's been up front dominating tonight's race? Pace car peels away. Green flag is back out here at Talladega. 5 laps to go here in the Folds of Honor Remember the Fallen 365. These guys are ready to duke it out in this shootout here. Going for the big money. Jason Maines jumps up in front of Garrett Maines there onto the high side. Matt Baker now leads the inside lane. As they work their way down towards turn 3 here, getting up to full speed. These drivers ready to make big money moves here. Will we see another caution by the end of this? These guys are throwing risk out the window here, ready to dice it up. Timothy Pope gets loose, takes it down to the apron, forcing Roger Pierce up to the middle line. That's going to put him 3 wide there. Stacking up that inside lane a lot. Roger Pierce ultimately has to commit to the high lane now. That's going to break him apart a little bit, but it's going to create a huge run. The mains duo by themselves on the high lane. The 87 jumps back up there. That's Raymond Ratnor. The SD20 of Josh Terra Hill gets loose on the bump in the tri-oval. 3 laps to go here tonight. Door to door. 7 or 6 rows deep here. Who's going to be the first one to try to jump out, make a 3rd lane here? They're racking up in front. The mains duo's involved. They're all wadding up. Roger Pierce involved. Lot of cars involved here. Holy cow. A lot just happened right there as the yellow flag flies. That's going to throw us in overtime here tonight. We're going to use up our first green-white checkered attempt of the night. These guys, I'm telling you, they're throwing caution to the wind. Let's go back and take a look at what brought out the yellow flag. Let's follow Jason Maines here. Looked like possibly a bad bump draft off the nose of the SD20, possibly. You see him hitting the 04. It completely caved in. Oh, and Garrett Maines gave a bad push to Jason Maines, which ended up turning Jason Maines, and Garrett Maines comes down into SD20. That just wads up the field from there. Oh, tough break for a lot of fast cars up front. Holy cow. There you see the carnage. A lot of cars getting torn up in this. Oh, tough break for a lot of these drivers. We go back live here. Matt Baker, your leader. Raymond Rottenauer in second. William Mann Jr. in third. In fourth is Sean Powers. Fifth, Matt Quick. Sixth, Kerry Whitaker. Sixth is Trevor Robertson. Oh, well, they're still moving around on my overlay here. We're trying to get it sorted out. These drivers are going to be able to make it possibly. I know for sure they can make it through one, for sure 2 overtime attempts. The third attempt, maybe it might be cutting close if we have to go to a third attempt. These guys are fixing to be throwing even more haymakers as a lot of drivers that were dominating tonight's race up front all night long now find themselves marred in the back of the pack. So while we're under caution, we're going to take a short moment here to thank our sponsors. Garza Law Firm, Babs Body Shop, Folds of Honor, Butt Kicker, Outline Paints, Bearded Ox Designs, HSR Money Series, Ford Entertainment Group PC, all for helping us put this on tonight. Helping us get the money together to make a big payout, make this a huge event. Definitely had a great turnout. First full field for Full Send Motorsports for a race that we've put on. So that's a good turnout. Had a good turnout last night as well with, I believe it was 36 cars in that race last night. So while we're under caution, we're going to take another break. I got to rest my voice. I'm starting to go a little hoarse. Don't want to lose it to call the finish here. So we'll be back as they come out of turn 4 to take the green flag. All right, we're back. So, little quick rundown on these overtime finishes here. They're called green-white checkers. We have 3 attempts at it. So the way this works is the field is going to come around and take the green flag. As long as the field can make it back to the white flag, the race will be official. The next flag ends it. Now, I have instructed the admins that if the white flag comes out, the caution does not. We are running it straight to the checkered flag if the white flag comes out. But if the caution comes out before they take the white, we're going to rack them back up and try again. So pace cars peeled off. We are getting ready to go green here for a 2-lap shootout for $1,500. Green flag is back out. Baker and Reitnor hard on that skinny pedal, trying to get up through the gears. The 87 of Reitnor, though, with a lot of nose damage. The field already going 3 wide. We are hectic back here. People trying to throw haymakers already, trying to get up there to make something happen. Wreck happening behind them. Will the caution come out? We don't know yet. We're still green. Roger Pierce, contact. More cars getting involved here. They keep it straight and rolling. As they come out of turn 4, they see the white flag displayed. Can they get there before a yellow comes out? Caution! Right before they take the yellow flag, we're going to rack them back up for this. Holy cow. Lots of carnage back here, looks like. Let's go take a look at what started the incidents in the further back of the pack here. This is between Brett Vincent and Rhett Tucker. A little bit of net code shot Rhett Tucker down into Brett Vincent, and they go hard into the inside wall. There's the contact between Roger Pearson. It looks like the 36 of Tyler Green. They keep it straight there. Possibly had a car stopped on the track. Looks like we did. And the caution come out right before they got to the white flag. So we're going to go for attempt number 2 here. Your top 10 are Matthew Baker, William Mann Jr., Matt Quick, Trevor Robertson, Sean Powers, Raymond Rottenauer, Peyton Burkett, Kerry Whitaker, Matt Lee, and Josh Terrett Hill. That is your top 10. I don't think gas would be an issue at this point. Matter of fact, I had someone that in the race just text me and say that they are good to the finish. So no fueling issues at all. They are all good to make it to the end. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and supporting the broadcast tonight, cheering on your favorite driver in this race, and helping us raise money for Folds of Honor. My hat's off to all of you. Some drivers having a little bit of fun with the cone at the end of pit road there, taking their turns hitting it. We're going to take a short break. Getting excited now. Need to save my voice for the finish. And we're back. As the lights are out on the pace car, we're going green this time by for another opportunity at a green-white checkered. These guys are going to be duking it out again as they are re-racked, ready to go. Matt Baker, William Mann Jr. on the front row here. Who's it going to be? Waiting for the pace car to peel off here to go down pit road to release these guys. There's the pace car coming down. Waiting for the flagman to wave that green flag to let these guys take off and start grabbing gears. Green flag is back out for this green-white checkered. Looks like we potentially have a jump start. SD20 jumped up high real quick there. I don't know if that was a brake check. He's not going anywhere from that. Outside line struggling to get momentum here. I think the outside line just didn't go, and that forced the SD20 to take evasive action to go high. That inside lane's looking strong as they work their way through turns 3 and 4 here. Matt Baker looking for the white flag this time. Can he take it? Flagman's holding the white flag out. White flag is out. 1 lap to go here in the folds of honor. Remember the fallen 365. Matt Baker in command on the inside lane. Here they go, 3 wide. Here comes Garrett Maines pushing the 04 of Matt Lee on the extreme high lane here out of nowhere. Who's going to take this home tonight? Into turn 3, door to door for the win. Out of 4, looking at the tri-oval. 99 gets turned. They're wrecking behind him. Matt Baker has no help. They're coming to the line. Who's it going to be? Matt Lee gets it. Garrett Maines in second and Matthew Baker in third as the field just disintegrates behind them. Holy cow. Matt Lee pulls off the win here, takes home a payday of $1,500. Holy cow. What an exciting finish to this event. We'll go through the official finishing order here shortly. Waiting to see Lee's burnout here. Matt Lee and Garrett Maines coming with a huge run out of nowhere. So as they're celebrating, let's go take a look and see where that run come from. I don't have the exact marker for it, but we're just going to rewind it and see where they come from. So here they are, coming with a run on the high lane here, takes the white flag. There you see them jumping up here. and getting a huge run on the 89, splitting him. As they come through turns 3 and 4 right here. There's where the 99 gets turned. Baker loses all his help. And then to the line. Matt Lee wins it by 1 car length. Amazing finish for the 04 of Matt Lee as he is sitting at the start finish line right there. Let's take you through the official finishing order real quick, and we will get to our interviews. Matt Lee brings home the big money. In second, Garrett Maines. Third, Matthew Baker. Fourth, William Mann Jr. Fifth was Matt Quick. Sixth, Trevor Robertson. Seventh was Josh Terrett Hill. Eighth, Kerry Whitaker. Ninth, Jason Maines. 10th, Josh Bittner. 11th, Peyton Burkett. 12th was Ricky Wittenberg. 13th was Raymond Reitenauer. 14th, Roger Pierce. 15th, Tyler Green. 16th, Brett Tucker. 17th, Brett Vinson. 18th, Dave Mayberry. 19th, Nick Seipel. 20th, Kevin Croft. 21st was Bill Mulfield. 22nd, Albert Anderson. 23rd, Sean Powers. 24th, Darius Sells. 25th, Timothy Pope. 26th, Mike Adamson. 27th was Jonathan Osborne. 28th, Dustin Reilly. 29th, Andrew McGrongle. Sorry if I'm butchering that. 30th, Lance Taylor. 31st, Chris Myers. 32nd, Jeremiah Burke. 33rd, Devin Bird. 34th, John Ellis. 35th, Tillman Hewer. 36th, Dalton Fredericks. 37th, Justin Hutchinson. 38th, Ron Morris Jr. And rounding out our field in 39th, Stephen Langdon in the number 30. And that's your official finishing order here tonight in the Folds of Honor. Remember the Fallen 365. Now, what do you say we bring our top finishers into the booth here and get some interviews rocking and rolling? So coming up first is going to be Matthew Baker. So let's get him in the booth here. Hey there, Matt Baker. You got a copy?
Got a copy.
Hey, man, exciting finish there. And bringing it home third, taking home, let's see here, I believe it's $150. It is. Man, tell us how that race went for you and ultimately leading to that finish. Man, that was just exciting overall.
It was definitely a ton of fun. Glad that we got a 1-2-3 with the teammates there, so I'm happy that we could pull that off. I mean, we were controlling pretty early and towards the end there, and we had that little mix-up with the wreck. I'm glad they can get back to the front and make it happen.
Yeah, man. So coming to the line, though, you had a pretty good control over the inside line there, but ultimately lost your drafting help as the field started coming apart behind you. Could you smell that $1,500 just right there in your grasp and then just ultimately losing it? Walk us through that thought process.
I thought I was going to have it there, but as it comes with super speedway racings, people hanging out to dry coming out of 4. So I just thought if I hold the bottom, hold the wheel straight, see if they mix it up on top and come out with a P1, but a P3 will be just enough for me.
Taking the old Ross Chastain route, just hold the wheel on the bottom and see what happens, huh?
Definitely.
Well, man, that was a fantastic race. What'd you think about the car-track combo with the setup? Was the car a handful, or was it driving like butter?
Well, I think the setup was actually really good. It kind of ran like the Xfinity cars, just a little more on the loose side. You really had to wheel this car. I had a ton of fun driving. I mean, it was a lot of laps to run on this car and try and keep it under you. But the Chevy Coasting Thunder, Baker & Son construction car was real fast tonight.
Absolutely, man. And I was just about to get to that. See if you had any shout outs or sponsor plugs you wanted to get out there.
Yeah, just again, Coast and Thunder, Baker and Son Construction, Black Rifle Coffee Company, MBG Motorsports. Thanks to Garrett, Matt, and Jason. We were doing real good all race there. Glad we can get a 1, 2, 3. And thanks to the family watching at home. My fiance sitting right next to me watching.
Absolutely, man. Well, once again, congrats on bringing it home in third. Be sure to send your info to me, and we'll get that money paid out to you this evening.
Heck yeah, thank you. Thanks for putting it on. Great job.
I appreciate it, man. Anytime, and you have yourself a good night.
You too.
And that was Matthew Baker bringing it home in third tonight, taking home $150. Let's get our second place finisher in here, Mr. Garrett Maines, our resident NASCAR Coca-Cola Pro driver, takes home $400 tonight. So let's talk to him for a moment. Hey there, Garrett Maines. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Once again, we're talking to you at another Full Send Motorsports event. This time coming home second. Man, walk us through how that race went for you and ultimately coming home in the runner-up position, taking home $400 cash.
Well, I guess I got a little bit too comfortable there at the end. You know, we were in a really good situation, and then I took us out of that with 2 to go. So I've watched that replay way too many times. That's hard to watch. But, thankfully we were able to rebound there. I was able to push Matt all the way back to the front there in the last 2 laps. And that shocked me. But congrats to him on getting the win. Matthew Baker was able to hold on to the lead the whole time. I thought I'd taken us all out. It was not a good situation. I was like, dang, I come in here and I wreck all my friends. That's not good. But
yeah, that was wild to see, because seeing the dominating cars wreck up front. But that was kind of the story all night long. The wrecks didn't happen mid-pack or back of the pack. They all happened in the first 2 or 3 rows and wadding up a lot of cars every time. And it was the wildest thing. I've never seen it. So do you think that was because of the car and track combo setup, or just the anticipation of trying to get up there and stay up there to try to win the big money?
I really liked the way these cars drove. There was a bit of yaw to them, so you kind of had to turn into the corner and then ride the yaw through the corner. If you turned the wheel again, you'd hit the apron. If you turned it back to the right, you'd go up the track. And I think people were getting themselves in trouble, especially when they were getting pushed or right behind somebody where they're just getting loose. Because any wrong move in the wheel and you were not going where you wanted to be. It was fun. I do think, especially, there at the end, pushing in these cars is very different. I'm used to, the last 2 generations, or at least the 2 packages that we've ran on the Gen 6 and Gen 7, you've been able to slam draft or get really aggressive with your pushing. You could not do that tonight. I learned that with 2 to go. That 2 miles per hour was too much of a delta, and it knocked him sideways just enough that it was over, and it's nothing he could have done about it. And honestly, I wasn't expecting it, so it was just a bad combo. I hadn't been pushing the whole night because I'd been out front or I'd been saving fuel behind somebody, so it was all about pushing the air. As soon as I physically pushed the bumper, I learned very quickly that I don't know what I'm doing in the Gen 6 from 2013.
Well, looking at the finish there, man, were you thinking you had a shot to maybe pull out and maybe pull off the win?
I was not going to risk pulling out a line there on Matt because, one, I had just hosed him. So, the least I can do is keep pushing. And I didn't want to stall our run because I know, if I had pulled out a line, there was an opportunity for somebody to make a move on both of us. So, we had the run there on the last lap, and we just kept digging, took it to the finish line.
Absolutely, man. Well, looking at ahead, I don't even know where I was going with that. I just had a brain fog there. Anyway, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there to the people watching tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Since the paint scheme wasn't done for tonight, I got to give a huge shout out to ChevyLiners.com, leaf filter gutter protection, Colleague Racing, MCU Body, Lennox, all the guys at Elliott Sadler Esports. huge shout out to both Matt Lee and Matthew Baker there. Unfortunately, my dad was not able to rebound there, but huge shout out to him as well. Good working with them all night. And, hopefully we'll be back for the next one and carry this momentum on, because it's much better than Bristol.
Right. Well, man, once again, congrats on bringing it home in second and taking home $400. Be sure to send me your information and we'll get that paid out to you tonight, man. And have yourself a good night.
Appreciate it. You too. Thanks for putting it on.
Thank you. And that was Garrett Maines in the 39 machine, bringing it home in second. Let's get to our race winner now, Mr. Matt Lee. Hey there, Matt Lee. You got a copy?
Got you, Jacob. How's it going?
Oh, it's going fantastic, man, but not as fantastic as your night is going. Man, steak dinner's on you, man. Taking home $1,500 cash tonight.
Yeah, that's crazy. Definitely the biggest win of mine, and man, I wouldn't be there without Garrett at the end, though. I mean, geez, the push he gave me and the moves we made together on that green white checker were pretty crazy.
Yeah, y'all came from nowhere on the last restart there, all the way to the front. I mean, that was amazing to watch on the broadcast and be able to call that. But man, y'all caught me off guard.
Yeah, Garrett's. I mean, geez, you don't make it to the Coke Series without being one of the best, and him pushing me right through there, and I get that he couldn't really get to me because of the air bubble with his car, but I mean, having him right there with every move I made, it definitely helped get us there.
Yeah. So speaking of the car, man, how'd the car handle for you tonight?
It was fun. I mean, me and Garrett were going back the whole race talking about, just how different it is. And you're kind of used to, with the newer cars and stuff, they're pretty locked down. You don't get loose much. Don't have a terrible push into the corner or anything, but these as the tires started wearing in and stuff, you definitely started moving around a lot through the corner and stuff. Pushing and stuff like that when you make contact was really solid. Garrett had that one weird push on Jason that was really surprising. That really caught us all off guard, just because, Jason earlier in the race had just been slamming me when he got to me, and it just shot me forward, and that little bit of contact got him. So
yeah, that was definitely interesting, but that's also one of the stories that we had seen play out all night long. The cautions didn't come from back in the pack or mid pack. They always came from the first 2, 3, or 4 rows. I don't know if that's a product of people just trying to go aggressive to get to the front and get on the broadcast, or going for the money, or what. But man, it's wild. I'm never seen every wreck just about come from the first few rows. What do you think?
yeah, it was definitely different. I mean, but I mean, when you get a few good cars up front that are really controlling the pace of the race, I mean, I think guys that are mid-pack are really trying to push to get back to the front and get us broke up. I think that's kind of the name of the game is, if you got teammates and stuff, you got to get them broke up.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So now that you've won $1,500, what are you going to spend it on?
I think I might have to take my wife out one of these nights.
Oh,
don't
you
think I can
better
get away without that one.
Yeah, you got to do that. That's a given.
Yeah, treat the guys that I worked with tonight right, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. So not only have you won $1,500 cash, but you've also won a Butt Kicker Gamer Plus unit courtesy of Butt Kicker, a 3D printed picture of your car coming across the line that when you set it in like a windowsill or on a lighted base, it lights up with a cool 3D image of your car crossing the line. And also a brand new handbrake courtesy of Ford Entertainment Group PC. So you have all that looking forward to come to you, man. Any thoughts on all this stuff that you're winning for crossing that line first?
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize that all that other stuff was going on as well. So that's definitely awesome.
Yeah, man, it's definitely a lot of stuff. And man, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people tuned in tonight?
Yeah, first of all, being Memorial Day weekend, you gotta thank all the soldiers and all their families and everything they do for us here. Um, all the guys I worked with tonight, Jason, Garrett, and Matt Baker. Ton of fun racing with those guys, and everyone else that we were racing with at the end there. Martin Sports, anyone looking for sim racing gloves, jerseys, anything like that, check them out at martinsports906.com. You guys put it on the race.
And much appreciated. And once again, just send us your information and we'll get all that sent out to you and paid tonight. And once again, congrats on bringing home the checkered flag in what was an exciting 365-mile race. And hopefully we'll get to talk to you someday soon.
Hopefully, Jacob.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Yes, appreciate it. You too.
And that was Matt Lee, your race winner, taking home the big money tonight. $1,500 cash, a butt kicker, a handbrake, and a 3D printed picture of his car crossing the line. All courtesy of our fantastic sponsors tonight. We'll go through them once more. Garza Law Firm, Babs Body Shop, Outline Paints, Bearded Ox Designs, Butt Kicker, Ford Entertainment Group PC, and HSR Money Series, all coming aboard, along with Folds of Honor, raising money for them to help families of fallen and wounded service members get scholarships to go to college. Oh, and it looks like we had another donation after the race here. Looks like we've raised $110 so far. The donations can still be made throughout the end of tomorrow, I believe it is. So keep those coming if you're wanting to. And once again, thanks to all of you tuning in tonight. HSR, the High Speed Racing Money Series, has a double header coming up on Sunday. They're going to be running the trucks in the first race and the cup cars in the second race. They're going to be running for a little bit of pocket change there. Go check them out. It's going to be a blast to watch and definitely an exciting race. They're only taking 25 entries per race. So go check them out. And coming up on the Full Send Broadcast Network, we don't have anything set in stone just yet, but I know we will have another Street Stock Spectacular race coming up, along with plans are already starting to come together. So mark that down on your calendar sometime around Veterans Day. Full Send Motorsports is going to be putting on another big race, potentially same format, kind of like what we had here tonight. So if you're interested in sponsoring that event, reach out to Full Send Motorsports and we'll get to talking on that. So nothing set in stone just yet. And as for the random draw, let me take a short break here on the broadcast. I have to add a few names since we took some last minute entries for this event. And as soon as I get done adding those names, I will come back live and we will give away another $100 to a random driver that finished this race. So we will be back shortly. All right. And we are back for the random draw here. So let's pull up the random draw. And these are the drivers that are eligible from the finish of the race, presented by Garza Law Firm. Looks like Josh Terrett Hill is the winner of the $100 random draw. So mark him down as the winner. Let's see if he is in the broadcast here. In the channel still. Hey there, Josh Terrett Hill. You got a copy?
No way.
Yes, sir. You are the random draw winner of the $100. Man, how's that make you feel?
And that's pretty crazy. I was watching the broadcast and the wheel was still spinning when you called me in here.
Surprise, surprise. I got here first.
Yeah. Well, 2 7th place finishes 2 nights in a row. I should deserve something, right?
Right. Well, man, how'd that race go for you tonight?
I mean, it was good. I'm trying to remember. It was such a long race. You know, I got up front at one point, stayed out. I missed that huge wreck right in the beginning. I had front end damage. I didn't realize it till I was watching the live feed. And then I used my one fast repair and just tried to hang out for the longest time, and then eventually just made my way up there, and I don't know, 12, 15 laps to go. I was up in the front pack, and like you said, another big wreck in the front pack. And then me and those guys that wrecked in the back made it all the way back up to the front at one point. It was crazy.
Yeah,
crazy
man.
Race.
Well, do you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people still tuned in?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody that helps me out over in the SCL deal, all my teammates over there, Adam and Barrett, and just want to give a shout out to our Street Stock Spectacular coming up on 13th of June at Texas. That's going to be a good race here on the Full Send Broadcasting Network, so you guys can still sign up for that. We'll put links in the Discord for you. But other than that, you guys, thanks for putting it on.
Much appreciated, Josh. And once again, congrats on being the random draw winner, taking home $100. Be sure to send me your PayPal info, and I will get that sent out to you this evening.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Yep, you too.
And that was Josh Terrett Hill taking home the random draw tonight, walking away with an extra $100 in his pocket. Man, what an exciting race, exciting finish. Can't wait to do the next one. And for Full Send Broadcast Network and Full Send Motorsports, I'm Jacob signing off here. And we can't wait to see you go full send. And we all want to thank you for tuning in tonight and helping us raise money for a great cause for Folds of Honor. Have a great night, and God bless the USA, and God bless our troops.